Welcome to a sacred space for Shadow Love. I'm Shadow Sister Silva, and this is a pick-a-pile reading I do every Sunday. And now we are having a special moment of lunar eclipse in Pisces. And for this, I will use my own High Priestess Lunar Eclipse in Pisces tarot spread that I invented last year. I have membership content about this where I'm teaching different kind of tarot spreads and how you can make tarot spreads. But anyway, if you're interested, you can find the information of this, how you go to my membership, in the description box. Anyway, let's go. Today it's also Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth, episode 3. And I unfortunately, I don't know, because the full moon or lunar eclipse or whatever is going on, or just me, but I had since yesterday a huge headache, and so I couldn't be drawing new cards, and I made this kind of choice in the moment that I can only do this reading now, and I couldn't have time for drawing, so I'm gonna pick from the old cards. And it's kind of suitable for this reading because the reading can be long, the spread is kind of long. So I have picked from the all 6 cards that I created so far. Actually, it came these 3 that were in the first reading. Anyway, from those chapters, I just picked some little text that I'm gonna read part of the Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth today. But all this reading is now gonna form this kind of High Priestess love reading. There will be a love message from the High Priestess in today's reading, and the love message comes from this Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. But let's introduce the piles. I'm just gonna read a little bit of that spread still. So, eclipse season sets the perfect style for exploring the void. It is here for honoring shadow, decay, endings, and rebirths. Transformation is tough in a society that prioritizes sticking with it, rejecting the failure, and remaining easily understood or categorized. A large part of the work of the magician is to push back against the conditioning, to embrace the waning of it all just as much as the waxing, to embrace the unseeable and unknowable just as much the physical and rational. The mysterious void loves you. Are you ready to love it back? So this is honoring the void and the unknown, all the magic that is in this kind of void of the High Priestess energy. Anyway, let's introduce the pile. So pile number 1, we have this Algis rune. This actually feet of a crow, but let's go more into it later. Then this will be a card. Then you have a throat chakra crystal, this kind of black rabbit. And I'm gonna show the bottom of the deck because often it's said that the bottom of the deck is like a shadow of this reading. So what it is 8 of Cups. It's kind of like a spiritual journey. Then pile number 2 is Dagaz rune. Then this Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth card, the angels and the devil. This kind of night oval, solar plexus chakra, yellow aventurine, and on the bottom of the deck of this Tarot of the Divine is Temperance, also like angel, but this kind of card. This is your selection point for number 2. And by number 3, we have Othala rune. Then this kind of card. Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth, and Pear and Root Chakra Crystal Red Jasper. And bottom of the deck is 2 of Wands. So these are the selection point for you, and in the reading itself I'm gonna pull also cards from this, what is the name again? Crystal, wait. Crystal Spirit. Also the Unknown Alchemy. We have magician related reading. So, and we have this kind of karma cards. So, as well, yes, we have this kind of angel purpose cards. And I have some verified deck around. Yes, and last but not the least, I have the life trap cards that will be part of your reading. We're gonna go to this kind of dark energies, so we're gonna see what could be your life trap. But your purpose now is to, or task first, is to use your intuition, which one of these elements call you the most, and that will be for you. And if more piles call you, you're welcome to see them all. There will be timestamps, and you can find the reading from there. So enjoy and see you in your reading. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. I'm gonna first mix some cards for you. Let's see, this will be your purpose card. I want to do everything live. This will be your life trap. It also can contain the same cards because I will put them back to the deck after this reading for the next pile. This is for you. Then one. This is for you. Unknown Alchemy. What is in this void? To be seen, to be heard, to be known. This one. And this spirit crystal. Is this? Okay. Exciting. Let's see. How do we start? Let's start first with this Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth, because I have written behind all these cards your secret relationship power. Let's acknowledge it now, which is here. It is Jupiter in Cancer. And this is like last reading, I was actually wrongly saying like we are having now Jupiter in Gemini because it was until June. And I was confusing it to the fact that there is currently this kind of Gemini in Uranus. There is a lot of Gemini influence, but we are having really from June till next end of June 2026 Jupiter in Cancer, and this is now your secret relationship power. You could check always this from your natal chart also. Mine happened to be actually exactly in this Jupiter in Cancer, so maybe it's a lucky year because Jupiter is this kind of expansive energy. Whatever is your Jupiter is like your indeed secret relationship power. So this is considered Jupiter's most powerful placement, signifying a year of potential for deep emotional growth, nurturing relationships, and finding comfort and security from within. Your superpower is inner growth, compassion, and creating a fulfilling life rather than chasing external goals. It's very much this kind of compassion and strength that comes from within is the superpower, but this is somehow now actual. It's beautiful that this card is now in the full moon in Pisces. Because there is a full moon also in this card, this unicorn here. Anyway, let's put this here. Then next, let's see the Faust text. It's connected to this chapter. I just took one little piece. So it is, you bring back memories of happier days. Okay, I can still show this. You bring back memories of happier days, and many a well-loved ghost again I greet, as when some old half-faded legend plays about our ears, lamenting strains repeat. My journey through life's labyrinthic maze, old griefs revive, old friends, old loves I meet. Those dear companions, by their fates unkind, decree cut short, who left me here behind. This was from, I was reading the whole text in the first episode of the Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth, but this was now somehow the rabbit is in the labyrinth. It's really like Alice in the Wonderland style. Let's read next what this could be, really like predicting energy when we have the runes. So rune for pile number 1 is Algis, element air, symbol moose and a swan. It's protection, defense, instinct, group work, and guardianship. Tarot the moon and the devil, astrology moon in Cancer, sun in the 4th or 8th house, Cancer and Capricorn. Really, the Cancerian energy is now here in this pile very strongly. And of course, High Priestess is this kind of water sign. I connected it also to Pisces because now we have like a full moon and lunar eclipse in Pisces, but it's also very Cancer energy. Mother. Algis is the 15th rune. It connects the two worlds of life and death through the rainbow bridge. Algis is protection against external forces. As the imprint of a raven's foot, Algis is associated with the ravens. Algis means a clear warning not to take a step further to avoid bad things. Algis brings the gap between the human and the divine. Bridges the gap between the human and the divine. It is important for those seeking advice to prepare for enlightenment. Big stuff. In the physical world, Algis acts as a protective weapon, like a sword that protects with its sharp blade. In the spiritual world, Algis represents faith in the gods and that which lies beyond our 5 physical senses. Algis enables the partners positively to open up to each others and to clearly understand the needs of another. Yes, this is really like this compassionate energy here also with this raven. Wow, it's very aligned. Okay, so before we go into this lunar eclipse in Pisces and lunar eclipse and power in shadows, this will be your advice card. It will be Aegiri number 1, some kind of black stone. Interesting. Then what is the unknown alchemy? Wow, chaos. There is really black stuff going on here, okay? So this is interesting. Chaos is like a sister to avoid. I know this text here. It's like an overwhelming presence. You should have an overwhelming presence this moment. Hold on. Keep it. Hold it in. And what is this? Is 7th house, spiritual, diplomatically, mental relationships, physical, get a fair deal. Okay, it's very like a Libra energy here. Okay, to remind you to be, whatever is a chaos situation, whatever is happening around, stay diplomatic and nurture these things. Okay, now we go to more to the shadow. Let's see. First we see the life trap card. Outsider, inner belief, I don't belong to anywhere. Oh, we like this black rabbit. Like I'm outcast. Sometimes I write this kind of like healing things, but this is from this kind of life trap book. There exists 18 life traps, and this is that you feel outsider. Anyway, this is now to heal here. What about life purpose is children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Wow, it's really beautiful. Nice. Okay. And relationships. I think you have to come from being this outsider, connect. I think even this unicorn here in the labyrinth feels like it's like somehow alone. It's time to face this kind of bad inner belief that I don't belong to anywhere. throat chakra is always communicating. So here was also diplomatically. And yes, this picture here is really also like a let go. There's this alone energy. Okay, I understand that going inward is the theme in this kind of eclipse season. It's kind of going within. Let's read this one to just start to figure out what is the message here for this times. So you have like a shadow side of this reading is this Eight of Cups. But it's positive. Your greatness may be measured by the strength with which you know how to walk away from the accumulations of the past. Everything we have is temporary, especially material resources. So why cling to them? You need space, solitude, and freedom to make wise emotional choices. Yes. I think it's trying to show you that even if you have this inner belief that you're outsider, there's something about finding your soul tribe. Here is said that you belong to teaching children, healing children. So maybe there's something there. But maybe this outsider story started already when you were a child. So there's something to heal with that. Okay, now we start then spread. So first position is current energy in the void to be transformed. So we go into the void. What is in the void to be transformed? What is that kind of energy that we should look at now? Then we have what you get to release. Then what is your secret power? What is your dream? Go to this kind of big stuff. And then what you get to keep. And then we have here the love letter from the High Priestess. Let's have bigger crystal. I'm gonna interpret this. I'm gonna leave it on the this one now on the bottom of the deck, and we will see it in the end. What is it? Stay there. Turn it around then. So let's start. So part number one, current energy in the void to be transformed. Okay, wow. Queen of Wands. This is sometimes confusing me because I'm not sure which one is positive and which one is negative, because sometimes when Queen of Wands is this kind of very active maker, I think this is positive, but because the background is dark, I think this is eventually it is. Anyway, this is the intuitive sexy queen in the void to be transformed. Leo energy or fire energy. Fire queen is here. Eyes closed. It's really like, I think it's just saying like it's time to go inward. I'm gonna read this little story because it is a beautiful way to connect. Where did I put that booklet? Wait. Queen of Wands in the void. It's a passionate queen. Queen is always nurturing things. So as the High Priestess is this kind of queen type also, but really like a wise sage or like a mystic. There is that kind of thing in the void, kind of female energy, wild woman in the forest. What you have to nurture, some kind of purpose and passion, possibly. You bring beauty to all aspects of life, and with it peace and harmony. Be aware of this role and its sacredness. In your friendship with men and women, you are faithful, generous, and sincere, especially with mothers who welcome your strength and wise advice. You are an inspiration. Wow. I start to see a pattern here because, I'm working with the kids. Like, it is really like somebody who would be like working with the kids. And you would be like, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So this kind of the void is really to tap into this beautiful sacred role, kind of balancing role, almost like a wild woman indeed is like a clean energy source. This person is in the clean forest, in the beautiful like natural spot to remind of this kind of creative empress, that what is possible to nurture. And constant energy here mentioned was also this kind of very nurturing energy. So there is definitely this nurturing but creative energy in the void to be transformed. So you have to tap into this kind of like creative side. Maybe it works well with working with the kids, especially. Anyway, what you get to release. Okay, Ace of Sword. This is positive. You get to release some ideas. This is usually this can be even divine intervention. Let me see, what is this keywords. It's a power new beginning, but you get to release it. Maybe you have to be a little bit like I have to see what to understand why you're releasing this power new beginning. Is it like you cannot speak about it yet because it's not, it is just idea. But I'm gonna read again from here. You could become the paladin or sage you have always yearned to be. This is only achievable by overcoming personal limitations and showing character, reason, and ability to speak intelligently. Victory awaits you, but with it may come new challenges and unexpected events. Be prepared. Okay, you should release this. It's very masculine energy, this kind of giving a lecture or talking a lot. Maybe it is just focusing this kind of feminine, softer way. This is kind of like a hard truth. Maybe you have to release that this kind of that you're always like a saying what you think, or like a truth speaker in the sense of like a justice. Like there's something hard about this sword, but of course it is kind of message that comes to you, but you have to release it. What does it mean? Okay, we will find out. Okay, what is your secret power? What is your dream? Three of Sword. That's a positive one anyway. So Three of Sword is this kind of like karmic lesson, often in this kind of like a eclipse season. We are dealing with the karmic lessons. We are possibly dealing to heal it. And this is a heartbreak card. So this would be a relationship heartbreak. But that is your secret power, that you are becoming master of this kind of chaos. You're overcoming this kind of heartbreaks. You're mastering it in that position. I'm gonna read it anyway, it's positive side of it. But it would be like a Saturn in Libra. So it would be this kind of karmic lessons of relationships. You will face difficult times and painful trials that will shape you like a smith-shaped sword. Purify yourself. Smith-shaped sword. There's really this energy here. Purify yourself, strengthen yourself emotionally, and be virtuous, clear without poisonous intentions. At the end of the darkest night, the light that warms the hearts of the righteous awaits you. Be worthy of it. Now I start to understand what is this sword that you need to release. This is some big pain eventually, some big truth, sometimes truth hurt. And knowing some truth, you have to just let it go, like not to be hurt too much about it. Like sometimes the words can hurt, and this is some big truth that you have learned and mastered possibly. But you should like not let it hurt you like this 3 swords have hurt you. So there's something about this one sword here. It can be like a painful thing in the past, some painful revelation in the past that has like a shock your world. You let it go. Okay, and now what you get to keep. 10 of Cups. Wow, that is a beautiful thing. That's totally the rainbow moment. So get to keep like a marriage, like a big commitment to some relationship. It's beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna read it. And this is totally, what was it? Wait, I have these cards here to see the Pisces energy. What was it? It is Mars in Pisces, yes. It's totally like a Pisces energy, this devoted, faithful. What was the keywords here? Happiness, family. Wait. Happiness, family, happy families, reunions, homecoming, family gatherings, marriage, long-term relationship, stability, security. Wow. Very aligned again with this Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer energy. Your family is expanding in whatever sense it is. The safety is secure. There is really like this kind of beautiful things for you. Your superpower is inner growth, compassion, and creating a fulfilling life rather than chasing external goals. Yes, there is some fulfillment in your like a close family. Honor this kind of connections in your family, like sacred things. Family and emotional relationships are continually improving and will bring you satisfaction that even you weren't expecting. You will drink from the chalice of pleasure and quench the thirst of those you love. Enjoy this surge of generosity and happiness. Serenity, peace, and harmony are on the way. Wow. This is very promising reading in this sense. I think this is, you have learned the lesson, the karmic lesson, or you are about to learn what is the magic in the mess, what is the relationship that doesn't serve you, that you don't want to be involved, and you are able to focus on those who are really important for you, those who really matter. Okay. So now we have the moment to see the love letter from the High Priestess. And this was already here. Reach out. 3 of Pentacles. It's like a teamwork. Being connected is really similar than this kind of hands here, diplomatically relationship, get a fair deal. So you have to kind of be willing to reach out. Yes. But I'm gonna soon channel more deeper love letter from High Priestess. I think before that I will bring everything together. I will take the current feelings of your person. I have two, this kind of midnight romance, there is like a bigger cards, and then this heart-shaped box. So let's have first from here, before we have this kind of final countdown of what is the love letter. This reading for pile number 1, we're gonna take little love messages here, and these are bigger cards. Da, da, da. Na, 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 na. Ui. Okay, I think this is enough. There's a butterfly. There was also a butterfly here. Anyway, crown chakra, who I am is me. So there is somehow pointing out this. I mean, this is kind of very transformation symbology right here. It's like actually I start to see from this chaos rise this Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands in power knows how to even ask help. It's not just doing everything alone. Okay, anyway, this next one. Somebody like me. Few things you would know if you were raised like me. There's things you say and things that you keep locked down inside. Chase McDaniel, Page of Cups. Wow, this is such a beautiful inner child healing card. And a message. Somebody like me, because it is Page of Cups is totally, I'm gonna check here from these learning cards. I think it is really the, just thinking like which is the lunar eclipse in a full moon in Pisces card, and that is exactly that card. Wait, where is it? This Page of Cups is usually this kind of Sandman looking person, the cup and a fish. Here is this girl with a ball, saying somebody like me. And beautiful inner child healing, again very childlike message. I start to get this message here, like look at yourself and look at part of yourself when you were a child, because that child felt outsider. There was inner belief, I don't belong to anywhere, and that needs to be healed now. To understand, almost like you are the swan, there are other swans that you have to reach out to them. There's really this inner child healing, even your person seed. Anyway, let's see. In 6 months, you will either have 6 months of excuses or 6 months of progress. The choice is yours. Okay. It's always choice. Choices we make you. Respect. Good words and deeds, respecting other people's feelings, respect for commitment, honor, truth, values, people pleaser, earning one's respect with good behavior. It's beautiful. Respect is really beautiful energy. It's important in any relationship. And current feelings of your person, shadow work, mirroring, magic mirror, self-reflection, honest of who you are, wisdom, clarity, transformation with connection. Well, we are indeed mirror to each other. It's beautiful, like mirror energy, almost like I showed here this two cards. They're the same but different, but they are still somebody like me. They are here. And game over, my heart belongs to you. You are the only one for me. Oh, and again butterflies. Oh, such a beautiful transformational message. I still read this, and then we are like having this High Priestess love letter still. Even though I've been kind of reflecting it already a little bit. So whatever is this black crystal. It's eye green. Integrity, solidarity, impeccability, reliability, consistency. Although we are always evolving, we all possess deeply held values that we do not have to compromise. Your personal integrity matters, so if you are feeling pressure to say yes when your heart says no, or to be something you are not, listen to the message Eye Green Spirit brings you. Now is time to remember the importance of being reliable and impeccable with your word. If you really wanted to say no, don't say yes for now and try to correct your mistake later. People may struggle to accept your truth and your decisions, but stick to them. Be solid and consistent, because what matters to you deep down matters to the conscious universe who loves you. If you're feeling unsure, doubting whether you have a right to take a stand, become still and reconnect with the conscious universe through this crystal. It is not your job to protect everyone's feelings and keep the peace at all cost. You don't have to rush about smoothing everything over. Be at peace as you stand firm, for your deepest values are in sync with your purpose, and the conscious universe wants you to feel and be strong right now. And relationship message, let's read that. Do you struggle with trusting others? You need to trust yourself first. Eye Green Spirit is calling you to be confident, for you deserve the trust to trust yourself, trust the universe, and be true to yourself. Your strength and integrity will inspire others to show up as strong and reliable too. So be impeccable with your words. Consistently assert the values you hold dear and your right to be and your right to be your unique self. For there can be no well-being when you are denying your truth. Be a beacon of integrity and you will draw to you others who appreciate you. Yes, many times I've read this chaos, but now I just reflect this love letter from High Priestess, this reach out. I'm gonna read something first and then I say it with my own words. Where is it? So, number one. Teamwork, preparation, alchemy, achievement. You are a strong and capable person, yet sometimes you forget to ask other people for assistance. You struggle along doing your best, but often don't quite achieve the result you want. This card serves as a reminder that you don't have to do it alone. You may ultimately get what you want by going solo, but your desires will happen sooner and more gracefully with the help of others. What are you trying to accomplish regarding your relationships? Family, friends, and outside organizations are ready to help. You just have to ask them. Set clear goals and decide who has the best skills to help you reach that goal. Do some planning and preparation before acting, and then watch the magic happen. Alchemy is an art of combining disparate elements to create something desirable. By uniting with others, you have the ability to create the relationships of your dreams. Be the alchemist. Wow. We have in the same line this be the alchemist as your secret power. And your dream power is to dream a way out of the chaos. And our world now is like full of this kind of dark energy. And I think as you have had since a childhood, I'm now channeling the love message from the High Priestess. Since a childhood, you have felt outsider, you have felt that you don't belong. Even it was just matter of possibly that it is just the shadows are keeping you believing that story, that I don't belong to anywhere. And still, you can be rooted down. You have a family. There is a family, and this is really beautiful. Like even in the spread, get to keep. Like there is a strong family here. You get to keep. Just have to remember what if it's not your actual family, then it's your soul family that you are here to search and find. And you have to reach out. Nobody's gonna come to get you from the house. Nobody's gonna knock on your door. You have to be having an initiative power. And the communication crystal, where did I put this? Like I'm like here. Oi. Lapis lazuli, throat chakra. Possibly this all goes to the fact that you have been like a silent child. You have entered to this kind of like a survival strategy to not speak out, to just be, and a bit like a victim, like okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm safer if I'm unseen or I'm unheard. Well, the communication is the salvation here. Is what is now in this void to be transformed. This Queen of Wands is this kind of the classic tarot, this kind of fiery, witchy cat lady, really able to make magic happen. It's in the void. You have just possibly let it almost like sleep. Like a sleeping beauty is here. Like there is much more potential in you that you have, because there has been this source, there has been the relationship issue that has put you to believe that you don't belong anywhere. There's been some hurtful beliefs that you need to release. Yes, this is one hurtful belief, and almost like divine and me, I'm trying to show here, like this is just illusion. You can be diplomatic in relationship. You can have values of beautiful, like it was said here, like you provide this kind of sacred place for others even. This is very beautiful how it was said here. I'm gonna repeat it again. You have to remember, this is really crucial part of this reading, who you are, man or woman, but this is like a nurturing this kind of passion. You bring beauty to all aspects of life, and with it peace and harmony. Be aware of this role and its sacredness. In your friendships with men and women, you are faithful, generous, and sincere, especially with mothers who welcome your strength and wise advice. You are an inspiration. So if you don't reach out, if you don't speak, if you are a silent child, nobody will learn how inspiration you can be. But you are. And that is something in this reading, that the darkness has indeed, if you have this kind of spiritual awakening, it really looks like that. It's happening here even. There is maybe a heavy bag of stones you're carrying. And then when you look into it, like I have this crystal bags, you look into it and you see like, oh my God, there is all this kind of gems in it I've been carrying. There is this kind of gifts. You are good with children, for example. You are very compassionate and like a caring person. You really have a heart. Create this kind of sacred space and beauty around you. There is all this kind of thing that the darkness just hide, almost like lights went off, so you couldn't see the beauty anymore. But you are getting back that light, and that light comes with the communication. And then you just have to be maybe aware of your sensibility, that throat chakra indeed can be very easily hurting with the bad words. That maybe you don't put yourself to certain situations or certain even social media, you don't consume certain content that block you or like hurt you. So you are much more like guarding your own spiritual energy, and it is this kind of sincere, pure energy, and that's why the children even like you and are okay with you, because you have that. But possibly it's been a little bit locked and hidden, and it's coming out now. It's now in this void. It's gonna come out, and it's really, you're gonna have much more peace and harmony in the future. This is a beautiful healing happening here. Okay, so I think this is your reading. Hope you liked it. I'm gonna soon start with the pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. So you have selected this card, Lost and Found, Faust in Labyrinth. Let's read immediately this. So this here, Prolong in Heaven. Raphael speaks here. The sun proclaims its old devotion in rival songs with brothers' fairs, and still completes in thunderous motion the circuit of its destinal years. Angelic powers, uncomprehending, are strengthened as they gaze their fill. Thy works, unfathomed and unending, retain the first day's splendor still. And yes, I have to say, of course, what is behind here, your secret relationship power. It is Jupiter in Libra. You act as sage, diplomat, and committed builder. Natural talent for diplomacy, mediation, and partnership in both personal and professional life. And Jupiter in Libra is justice and fairness, high value placed in the relationships, solving partnership, and seeking partnership and mutual respect, diplomacy, aesthetics and beauty, and enhanced appreciation for beauty and harmonical environments and partnership. We have here also this kind of Dagaz rune. It's very beautiful to see this kind of solar plexus chakra energy. This is hero and servant. Servant being a negative. Here the hero is the positive archetype. But the Dagaz is also like a day energy. There's a lot of solar energy here, angelic even. A lot of light. Not sure what is coming. The light here is in this oval's eyes. It's more like a full moon eclipse energy, this oval. Let's read first what is the Dagaz, and then I'm gonna mix these cards for you. So, element fire. Time to act. Don't give up. You're close to your goal. Is the message of here. Awakening, certainty, enlightenment, completion, hope, and trust. Animal is fox and bearded vulture. Then Dagaz means light or day, and stands primarily for middle and midsummer, when midday and midsummer, when the light is strongest, because at this time of day or year the power of light is most pronounced. Dagaz brings not only the message of awakening and clarity, but also of transformation. Dagaz has the awakening as a meaning. With it begins a mystic time in which all opposites, such as life and death, or darkness and light, becomes one. Dagaz represents the balance between day and night and stands for the beginning of the day. Thinking and acting, and especially the insight that polarity and contradiction are necessary patterns of human thinking, are symbolized by it. The person seeking advice can look forward to a message, perhaps a new beginning, a new day. There is this kind of play of the opposites, day and night, very much fitting to this kind of eclipse season. Sun covering or the earth covering, how is it? Oh my, wow. The full moon is really in front of me. Now it's I'm doing this in the Saturday. So it's not, otherwise this moment when this reading comes out, it's really happening, that solar eclipse. So not solar, a lunar eclipse. So the moon is then having this kind of red hue. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, it's nice to talk about the moon and see it. Anyway, let's mix the cards now. Get first the karma card, 1 of 2. Then we get the alchemy card. This one. And then we get the crystal spirit card. This will be a nice advice for you. Okay. Same cards can also come because this is the way I do it. Every file has a chance to get the same cards too. So this one. And then we have a life trap card. This is part of this reading to see a bit more darker. Okay. So let's see what we start. Maybe in this case we start with the life trap immediately. So your life trap is outsider. Again, the same trap game. Inner belief, I don't belong to anywhere. So looks like this theme is really happening. It was in the pile number 1. And again, in the pile number 1, it was showing already in the first card this kind of spiritual journey and a lone pilgrim walk. But here we have this kind of temperance angels. It's almost like, and here also this angel is interesting. Here, me as a shadow sister, I'm walking between the angels and the demon. So I don't know if in your life you are in this kind of way that you don't know where you belong, which side you're gonna take. Anyway, let's see the purpose card. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Okay. The crystal card. Dalmatian stone 19. Okay, we're gonna read them later. Then the alchemy is summer. Something about summer still. And then karma card is 8th house. Personal power, spiritual, mental, the mysteries of life, and physical, a major change. Phoenix bird is here. It's really like a kind of tapping into this kind of 8th house, dealing with them like a rising like a phoenix from the ashes. Whatever it is here, we will find out. New day, new dawn. Outsider owl. Okay. What should I do now? Maybe I start to do the spread. We are doing this lunar eclipse and power in shadows. So first position is current energy in the void to be transformed by number 2. Current energy in the void to be transformed. This is the Tarot Divine. There is a lot of fairy tales in this deck. What you get to release. So what you have to release. What is your secret power? What is your dream? What you get to keep. And I mix also this High Priestess love message. We leave it on the bottom of the deck. What will be today your... Is this card I'm gonna put in the bottom deck. Okay, so we have it here ready. So it's here. So let's see now. Pile number 2, current energy in the void to be transformed. Wow, King of Cups. Again, very Pisces energy. It's amazing. I'm gonna look for my learning cards. Like, just was looking this Pisces energy and I was like, yes, it's Neptune in Pisces. Mature, compassionate male, calm, caring, friendly, sympathetic, wise, tolerant, diplomatic, balanced, affectionate, romantic, charming, devoted, family-oriented, and generous. Wow. We have this kind of water sign man in the void to be transformed. Wow. Maybe in this moment I'm gonna read directly from this booklet. Where it is, wait. So this is in the void to be transformed. The Boy and the Dragon Pearl, Chinese legend. The King of Cups was once a little boy, but has matured into a powerful dragon. He is kind, but fiercely protective of those he loves. He is connected to the deep, dark waters of the subconscious. He possesses great patience and wisdom. Devotion, loyalty, faithfulness, wisdom, and generosity. Amazing. This could be a possible, in your case, some water sign man, masculine energy. King of Cups, King energy is always like a mastering the energy. So this totally this subconscious mastering the Neptune energy, being very intuitive. Intuitive mastery is here in the void to be transformed. Interesting is that currently this eclipse is happening in the North Node, and North Node is said to be this kind of dragon. So it is really showing here this kind of dragon power, and dragon of course is connected to this kind of wisdom of the east usually. Like somebody is called the dragon is really like a wise person, the emotionally mature person, still emotional trap, even here in a belief I don't belong to anywhere and an outsider. Still you're a powerful dragon. Okay, then what you get to release? 3 of Wands. Okay, this is usually foresight. This story I'm gonna read from here. I wish I could tell with my own words well this story, but it's something about like Romanian fairy tale that there is this kind of pig king, enchanted pig. Get to release the enchanted pig. Romanian fairy tale. The 3 of Wands represents hard work and travel. The princess takes a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices and surviving trials along the way. If she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. Self-motivation, freedom, reward, and romance, yes. There is some kind of story with this pig king that in the night it turns to be this kind of beautiful man, and then again it's like this pig during a day. So there is a lot of work to broke the enchantment. You wanna let it go. This is very hard. This thing. Rescuing a prince. Is this the is the guy who is enchanted as a dragon? Okay, let's see. What is your secret power? What is your dream? Wow, Chariot. So we have here another powerful Cancer-related card. This is amazing, and summer energy. Cancer is totally the summer energy. Amazing. Chariot is this kind of champion. Marathon energy, not giving up. Totally going for like long time to achieve your goals. And that is now your secret power, this kind of marathon energy, this kind of Alexander the Great, going to conquer the places. Wow, major arcana card as a power and a dream. That's a good thing. Wow, amazing. So very aligned with this water energy here and the water world. The 3 princesses of Whiteland, Norwegian fairy tale. The Chariot is about harnessing emotions and charging down a straight, clear path. Where the prince may have floundered before, he has learned from his mistakes and now places forward confidently. A journey, perseverance, rash decisions, vengeance, and victory. Yes, this is Chariot is such a beautiful like a victory card. Somebody riding to a victory like a in a Roman this Circus Maximus chariot. But sometimes the chariot moves very fast, and it can be like a speedy way, and sometimes goes slowly. There is this kind of like understanding how you keep going until to the victory. So anyway, this is amazing. Also, let's say good looking guy usually in the tarot. This is really like this kind of musculous man. But very much Cancer energy. Wow. Okay. That is now your secret power. And what you get to keep. Again, very wow, somebody is like a bodybuilder here. There is really male energy here. This is some American story, wait. Also not giving up. This is totally not giving up. So the message here is totally like keep going, keep doing, keep working on something. But of course this is standing your ground often. 7 of Wands, like being very stubborn even as a person. Like my way or highway. Like somebody has very like a clear vision how something is done and is not always wanting to change their mind, but you get to keep anyway. You get to keep your own kind of boundaries. John Henry, Alabama, American folktale. The 7 of Wands represents an indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration, even to those who disagree with him. Endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. Wow. Amazing. Totally masculine power here in force. This is the compassionate, like a really like a healthy, empathic style king. While here we have a big like workforce doing power, and here as well like a pushing willpower. Here the same line. This lucky shoe and this solar eclipse, very much solar plexus chakra is willpower as well, all in the line. Summer is also this kind of hot like blooming when things are just happening. So I think I'm gonna read a little bit from this unknown alchemy, because this alchemy tells me that things are just like blooming now. This is time for action. So, pile number 2. Fullness, vitality, sensuality. To experience summer is to be embodied. The summer air kisses every crevice of our body, opening us up in ways long forgotten. Lust, desire, laughter, sweat, physicality, these are all expressions of summer's fullness shining through. When this card appears, know that the senses are heightened and the work is nearing full expression. It may feel as though things are electrified or about to burst. Keep in mind that, like all the alchemical seasons, summer will soon pass. For now, everything is in your narrative is fleshed out, and the story has just another chapter or two until it begins again. So revel in this time of ripening and rhythm. Celebrate, gather, connect. Whether the season is literal or metaphorical, let yourself be swept into the pools of these hot and heavy nights. All this ripening. So all is ripening here. You are like ready to win this race. You are really like ready. And maybe why you let go. This is like a final little straw here, even to walk this ladder that is made of the chicken bones. Like, it's something can be hard, but you are not giving up. There is this energy. Maybe you keep more grounded style. This is kind of fantasy story of breaking enchantment, but here is like a real work, real world, real like a sewing the muscle. So, okay. Let's now read, before I go any further, this Dalmatian stone, whatever that means. It's your advice. Playfulness, childlike joy and enthusiasm for life, absurdity, humor and laughter. Watch children playing and you are watching them learn. Serious though life may seem at times, Dalmatian stone spirit is calling to you to embrace the absurdity of this world, to laugh and find humor in the everyday experiences that might otherwise frustrate you. All of us are here to learn, and laughter makes the lesson easier. And sometimes it even makes it stick a little better, for it can help you write a funny story to tell again and again. Remember that time, boy, did I learn my lesson. Now is a good moment to crack a joke, to break the tension, and remind yourself that alongside trouble and hardship dances a spirit of playfulness. This is not the time for drudging or marging, but for skipping. Sing a song, make a goofy face, and recognize that the conscious universe throws you off course at times to remind you that surprises can be gifts from the invisible realms. Dalmatian stone spirit is calling you to lighten up and open yourself to playing with the possibilities. Who knows what you will discover as you join in the fun? The conscious universe is not here to trick you, but to help you, for you are deeply loved. And relationship message. Joyful memories bind us to those we love, and the appearance of Dalmatian stone spirit is a sign that today you are meant to share laughter with those close to you. Our time here on earth is short and we are meant to play and have fun. If you think back on those who have passed, the silliest stories may be the ones you most cherish as memories. These help you recall the joy you had being with them. Relationships can always use improvement, but today you are called to simply bring the laughter and fun into your relationships. Yes, not to be so serious. Okay, let's see now what is the High Priestess message here. Simply love. Wow, 6 of Cups, nostalgic of the past, father and the son relationship. Wow, such a beautiful thing. Now in the void is wow, boy and the pearl, and there is the boy. It's really like understanding kind of your kind of like a gift since you were a child. And again, this outsider here. Why is here? Lost and found, Faust in Labyrinth. I think it's time to find this kind of missing. It's hidden deep within you, some kind of like a pearl. Deep wisdom. But I'm gonna read this directly from the book and then I still reflect the love message from the High Priestess. But this is amazing already to have this kind of nostalgic. Simply love. So aligned with this also. People often, the innocence, nostalgia, kindness, children. People often fondly remember the innocence of youth as a time when life seemed simple. This card is called to action to bring that innocence and energy into the present and into your relationships. As much as you can, interact with others from a pure and open heart, full of love and free of ulterior motives. Do this, and you will find that your relationships will deepen and require far less effort. When you reminisce about your past, bring back only the happy memories and cherish them. Similar message in this Dalmatian stone was having also to focus on this kind of joyful memories. Kindness and generosity are at the forefront when this card appears. Look for ways to help family and friends, especially children. Reach out to them and assist them in any way you can. Sometimes just a bit attention is all that someone needs. Where kindness prevails, relationships flourish, and if you are hoping to become a pregnant or adopt a child, this card is a positive sign. Yes, now it's time to give you like a high priestess love message. I feel like before I do that, I wanna like feel like I really have to like have another cards here. I think to make it more evident, I wanna have the love message. Like what is really the love? I see this like a father and the son here. It's a little bit like a masculine energy here. In this trouble. Let's have one more love message here to make it clear. So it is love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. In a belief, I don't belong to anywhere outsider. Love is all around you. I think there is really the time to understand like how loved you are. You might be focused on some kind of mission that makes you serious because life kind of you have to be serious in your work. It is just a role when you're adult playing, doing life, let's say, like making work. You have to be serious and all. But the heart is definitely showing with your family and the friends and the kind of if you love what you do, the playfulness has a role there too. It shouldn't be like excluded. There is some kind of because we were looking into kind of shadow, power in shadow. I think you have got just wise being a bit outsider. I know myself when I had a surgery when I was a child and I was in the long time in the hospital, I was reading a lot of books. And I mean, whatever it is that you will get another perspective, there's also a person walking a book in the hand. Like it is good to be sometimes alone. It is really like a good for any person to love yourself first. But if you start to feel like outsider, you don't belong to anywhere, then it's kind of like a shadow to work on. Because we are all here to connect with our hearts. We are not here to isolate. We are like if we do work, we do better if we are helped, that we are not alone. This person is a little bit here alone here. Simply love is really showing the family connection. Maybe you have learned to count on your family the most. maybe. But love is all around you. There's love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as a truth. Maybe now I read still like from this book because I want to have you a nice ending message of this High Priestess. Look around and recognize that love is showing itself to you. Always. It comes in the smile on a stranger's face, simple acts of kindness, and the warm sun in a blue sky. Life is wonderful. How lucky you are to be so loved. If you feel you need a little more love, look around you. Take in all that is happening. Look at everything you have achieved. Feel love from family, neighbors, friends, your co-workers, pets and animals in nature. Can you feel the love? Think about the love in your life that you may not have noticed. Love comes in diverse shapes and varieties. Know who and what you love and who and what loves you in return. A woman spins around with her arms out wide. The many images on her skirt of individuals, couples, and nature reflect her environment. Her open arms are a beautiful reminder to keep an open heart and mind. Love is around you always. I forgot to get you like the current feelings of a person, so this give me also more loving message. Whoever is here in this world noticing you or keeping you in their heart. Now we get one from this Midnight Romance too. A couple. See. Okay. Let's see. So we have here root chakra. I forgive and release the past and live in the here and now. Okay, maybe there is something about this. Or this. Open the door, move through it, and then create and express in a way that is true to who you are and who you are to be this year 2025. Own it. Put light on your own house, in your home. Interesting message. What can I do today to make my dreams come true? 1, 2, 3. Page of Cups. Don't be afraid to do mistakes, they teach you. Wow, again this Page of Cups was coming. This I was connecting very clearly to this current lunar eclipse in Pisces. That is all about intuition, child, inner child, dutifulness, idealism, sensitivity, dreamer, inner voice, spirituality, psychic messages, happy news, novelty, crush and admirer. Wow, this totally this energy now. But the question for you is, what can I do today to make my dreams come true? 1, 2, 3. Do it. Machine Head, you are unreadable. The Book of Shadows. Deep purple, smoke in the waters. Okay, so if a person feels that you're unreadable, a little bit maybe, so outsider that nobody can like reach you. Bob Marley, if it takes money to be happy, your search for happiness will never end. One love, wish for unity and goodwill. Yes. Reminder like, if it takes money to be happy, your search for happiness will never end. And divine timing. Trusting divine, present moment is perfect, feeling empathy and patient as virtue. So it is here also. Anyway, there was some kind of reminding in here to simply be in the present moment and really be joyful about what you are having now. I think this is very good to ponder. What can I do today to make my dreams come true? Okay, so this was your reading pile number 2, and I'm gonna get ready the pile number 3 still. Welcome to your reading pile number 3. You have selected this card. Let's start reading first from the Faust little piece. Give on. Wait, this was the longer part is here. It's a poet. It's here. Talking here in the little text. Give me back those years when I myself was still developing, when songs poured forth unceasingly and thick and fast as from a spring. Then still my world was misty veiled, then promised wonders were in bud. I picked the myriad flowers that filled those valleys in such plenitude. My poverty was rich profusion. I longed for truth and loved illusion. Give unchecked passion back to me. Those deep delights I suffered then, love's power and hatred's energy. Give back my youth to me again. This is your message here. Let's see the Othala rune. What could be the thing coming? It's element of earth. This is very earth-related crystal. You're even having root chakra. Symbol home, fortress, inheritance, ancestry possession. Animal stork and whale. Sun in Leo, moon in Taurus, moon and Pisces. Othala refers symbologically to the importance of property and ownership. The fortress can also stand for protection and retreat. A house, even temporarily in our possession, represents security and hold. Possession can also be seen as spiritual enrichment. This rune is about rootedness and family ties as well as material genetic and spiritual heritage. It is also a rune of protection and privacy, but also of one's identity. Othala's advice is examine how the past and present have a direct relation to each other. It is also important to analyze old habit and if recessing, break with them. Only with patience you can reach your goal. The energy of the thoughts help to go in the direction the energy of the thoughts helps to go in the direction determined for one. The only requirements is constantly hold on to your dreams and your goals. Question to ask: what do I want in my life? What makes me happy? What fulfills me? Why I'm holding on to this person? Am I dependent on this person? Okay, some kind of here even this picture there is this kind of clown coming with the rose to this person. Anyway, there's some kind of relationship questions here, maybe. Who knows? This is travel plans. This is bottom of your reading. Let's mix now live the cards. Karma card is this. Alchemy card is this. Crystal spirit is this. And the purpose card is this. And then we have a life trap card still. This. Start with the life trap. Okay, we have here sensory deficit, inner belief, nobody really cares about me. Imagination versus reality. Nobody really cares about me. That is a bad life trap. Sensory deficit. Okay, let's see purpose card. Oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. It's nice. Labradorite is also here. Unknown. Alchemy is Luna and Moon. Wow, it's so connected to your crystal, and I love to see this alignment because this is full moon now in Pisces and lunar eclipse and everything, and you get this really number 2, even here, high priestess number. This high priestess spread we're gonna do. The full moon is really in your cards. It's really like a, wow. Even this home and everything is kind of moon related concept energy. Then we have a house, is 10th house. Spiritual, your destiny. Mental, where you're going. Physical, your career. Wow. Nice. I love this kind of similar colors appearing here also. Bear is like a mama bear. Wow. Very similar. Okay, let's start doing the reading. So we are having here the spread. It's long reading, this one, but current energy in the void to be transformed now in the lunar eclipse in Pisces. What is it? What you get to release now? What is your secret power? What is your dream? This is now beautifully coming here. So many cards. Maybe there is many dreams. Okay, let's accept them. And what you get to keep. Two things. Then we mix this till this high priestess love message. I'm gonna channel in the end or during. I'm gonna anyway read it from the book most likely also. Anyway, here is this one is coming, we put it in the bottom. Space you here. Feel like I want to put even this feather here. So we start with the current energy in the void to be transformed. 7 of cups. Wow, again Pisces energy. Which was this? I want to see the planetary connection always. It's not exactly Pisces. It's like a water. It's a Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio. Anyway, it's dreams. Of course, it's dreams. But current energy in the void to transform is your dreams. It's amazing because this is a time to dream. We are all sacred dreamers dreaming the world into being, and here we are having in your void so many dreams. Wow, amazing. Lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay, so what you get to release? Hierophant, Taurus card. This is spiritual leader. So there is some teacher that you maybe don't need anymore, or it can be possible, of course, that you yourself don't want to have, because this is like a, I say always, it's like a be a guiding light to others. If you self wanna release this kind of, but this is possible somebody that when you are actually maybe even becoming a teacher yourself, or you mastered the material, you don't need a teacher anymore. It's almost the saying like teacher appears when you need it. And now looks like you are sufficient enough to really make your dreams come true. You don't need some teacher for it. You are like independent in certain ways. Maybe not in all levels. I know myself, I'm currently in doing education and school. Yes. teachers can be needed, but that is some kind of spiritual teacher, or maybe even traditional values that you don't want to do that way, like a school book way. You have your dreams, how you want to do the things, not what some people say you to do. You want to dream it yourself more. Then let's see, what is your secret power? What is your dream? So beautiful, the dream is here. Now you have all this amazing stuff. There is walking alone, letting go energy. So this is spiritual journey. This is really focusing. This is not like that you are in some lesson here. You are going to your own pilgrim. So this is, you are able to do your own path. Beautiful. This is like a next from this, actually. That you're going to that. Here you see it, but you are gonna do it. This is also this kind of going to a journey. This kind of minor arcana full card, Page of Wands. Beautiful Sagittarius energy also, but person having passionate to go to adventures. Excited of the new frontiers. And then getting the work finished. So you finish what you start. You are this kind of person. If you are doing something that you do, you finish it. So you are having this secret power of like a finishing always what you keep your promises. You bring the work to the end. Sometimes it can be alone, hard, like even almost like you're traveling and you are you're starting with the one wand and then you are eventually having a 10 wands. It's like a lot of stuff that you got in your travels, a lot of wisdom that you gathered. Possibly you have been already some time now in the spiritual journey. This is not new to you because this is showing here secret power. So you have a lot of wisdom you have accumulated doing this kind of alone journey. And then the Empress. So it's beautiful creative power, but also this again the same full moon mother energy. Full moon is completely this mother nurturing Empress and a divine feminine. So interpret this. Let me think about this for a moment. I stop for a moment to think but this is really heading to this kind of restful, of course the mother gives like a peace and it's really similar, this Labrador. I think these things are connected. This home was here also. So whatever has been this long journey, even in this kind of desert-like environment, you are arriving to this kind of paradise kind of place where you can rest and enjoy. And it's showing you dream of this kind of coming home, finding where you belong, where your creativity can really bloom, because you need this kind of Cancerian, like a strong mother, then to have the next Leo to start to create. So this is a person start the blooming. Like if these sticks are just having sprout, here it's like whole forest is growing. It's like the bamboo sticks, you might be carrying some bamboo sticks around, but here like they are rooted down and they are just sprouting and growing, and you find a place where you belong. Possible you are even heading towards finding your divine feminine. If you're masculine, or dreaming of this kind of like a sacred union, you are leaving this kind of like some other people decide who you are with, or like some kind of you are going your own way. You're following your own path and own dreams and your spiritual path. Beautiful thing about this thinking, like this whole secret power shows kind of spiritual journey and this kind of pilgrim-like path that can be hard, but month of May in Belgium, at least, is always like a month of Maria when people go to this pilgrim. So when the nature is in full bloom, this shows somehow, I don't know if it shows the dream of the next spring, fertility. It is really finding home. In some sense, it can be for somebody, it can be even starting a family. But it is really beautiful, like a blooming moment. It can be in your career also, that everything just starts to sprout and you see the actual fruit in your hand. But this Venus power is also connected to art, so it might be that you are like just creating something, your masterpiece, your baby in the sense of like art. Okay, that is your secret power, to have this kind of a lone maker searcher energy, but then holding it, and then it comes like everything start blooming. Okay, and what you get to keep. Wow, King of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Again, this grounded masculine. So somebody also good husband and is aligned with this divine feminine. Very similar, sitting on a throne, having the vineyard. Growing the vineyard is also not easy. You get to keep this kind of like a blooming vineyards, and of course a cup of wine, but this Ace of Cups is like a true love. So this is going in a very beautiful direction here. If you are dreaming of all kind of dreams, not just true love, but material victory, all kind of like a worldly temptations, even here you really keep the true love and the heart centered, really, again, very water energy. Water is here beautifully. That you are gonna marry, for example, your true love, and you're gonna build a family, like eventually, like you have worked enough, or you have go alone enough that now you are ready to settle down, something like this. Okay, now Labradorite. Let's read that. Beautiful card. Awakening to the magic within, mystery and synchronicity, help from unexpected sources. As we go about our healing work, bringing love and light into the dark corners of our hearts and our lives, we can forget that alongside reason and logic is very practical tool of magic. Of course, yes, this was really a reading about lunar eclipse and power in shadows. This is connecting to that theme quite well. So alongside reason and logic is the very practical tool of magic. Do you think of magic that way, or did you buy into the notion that the healing toolbox contains only what can be defined, tested, predicted, and controlled by humans and their current technology? Laboratory Spirit is here to tell you to believe in the mystery of how the conscious universe finds ways to support us in healing what is broken, for its ways are magical. You are being called to make conscious choice to acknowledge the reality invisible to the senses that makes itself known through meaningful coincidences. Pay attention to synchronies bearing messages from conscious universe, which is eager to see you replace what you have lost and repair what has become frayed or broken. Listen to the part of your whispering, part of you whispering that something small and seemingly insignificant has great importance, for it is speaking the truth of magical synchronities. Wow. There is synchronicity in this reading too, I would say. Here is your destiny, where you're going, your career. Here is really that kind of thing going on here. But your destiny looks like to be in this very fruitful paradise existence. You're going to paradise, yes. And then you have this stupid sensory deficit inner belief life trap that nobody really cares about me. Maybe you have some wounding here about the family. But here, this kind of beautiful union is happening. You can keep that thing, so it's nothing to worry. Anyway, relationship message still. Laboratory spirit message to you today is to be open to magic synchronities so that you release your fears about love and open to it fully. Look for the signs that you are loved, for they will reassure you that the conscious universe is working with you to co-create the loving partnership you desire. Perhaps the relationship you are in has more potential than you think, or perhaps it is an important opportunity that will prepare you for the one that you truly deserve. Give up the need for certainty right now and instead leave room for magic and open yourself to the signs from the conscious universe pointing to what you most need to know at this moment. You deserve that loving partnership you seek for yourself. Let the conscious universe help you co-create it. Yes, I read this, but actually I didn't read you the secret relationship power that was behind this card, and which is Jupiter in Leo. I don't think I read this. Strong leadership qualities and natural talent for creative expression and a need for recognition and appreciation. Creative and charismatic leadership and confidence, generosity, optimism, and inspiration, desire for recognition. It's all here, this kind of being seen as this good king, loving king, possibly, or creator. You're seeking for this to have this kind of showtime for true love. And interesting, like nobody cares about me. There is this whole podium here. I think you just have to like allow yourself to be seen. Yes. Yes. And to be loved. But here we have the wow, again, simply love. So this came again. I did mix the deck, but here we have, this was in the pile number 2 as well. Something about this mother, father, and the son relationship. Almost like, hey, this child would say, nobody really cares about me, and here is son, I care about you. Let's read that. There is this father figure in your life, has been some way. Simply love. Beautiful. This, I love when things are just going in the love territory. Cards are like that. So, innocence, nostalgia, kindness, children. People often fondly remember the innocence of youth as a time when life seems simple. This card is called to action to bring that innocence and energy into the present and into your relationships. As much as you can, interact with others from a pure and open heart, full of love and free of ulterior motives. This is totally showing here. Like this is a true love, the Graal. Do this and you will find that your relationships will deepen and require far less effort. When you reminisce about your past, bring back only the happy memories and cherish them. It's like a loving cup. You should raise the loving cup here now. Kindness and generosity are the forefront when this card appears. Look for ways to help family and friends, especially children. Reach out to them and assist them in any way you can. Sometimes just a bit of attention is all that somebody needs. Where kindness prevails, relationships flourish. And if you are hoping to become pregnant or adopt a child, this card is a positive sign. Wow, this pregnancy card is also here. Empress is always pregnant, so wow, there is this is very, somebody wanna be pregnant, there is totally that too. Now, I still should kind of reflect this whole thing for you. I think the same as in the pile number 2, I feel like I need this kind of love card. Same card actually this game, so I feel like I really need this kind of extra love because there's so lot of love indications here. So this is exactly love message now from the High Priestess that I should focus. This one. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Okay, so there is this mother and a child that's kind of holding everything in your palm. Wow, like this hand is here holding this cup. Here is also like a water drop. I think this loving memories, loving like a cherishing. This is like a cherishing. It's really like a receiving even. Because this is like a receiving or holding. Holding the sacred space for others to feel safe. Yes, that is, your work is aiming for that. Whatever is this work, it's come to the fact that you appreciate the sacred space. Where even all kind of shadows can be finding like a peace. Yes. This is giving sacred space for others. In this case, it could be even this kind of theater that you show your art. You are like sharing your gifts to the world to be seen. And this life trap, nobody really cares about me. It's not true. People do wanna see what you got. See, oh, I forgot to read the moon card. Okay, let's end this reading the moon card because it's very High Priestess card as well. It's full moon, and we can end reading it this. Mystery, receptivity, intuition. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate at a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though as the moon speaks in the language of symbols, and deciphering its message takes time and receptivity. Magic is afoot, sink into it, sweet child. You could ponder the center of the moon. The moon has a cooling and a soothing effect on the psyche. In a reading, think of this lunar card bringing a sense of ease and stillness to the surrounding cards. So this is truly finding this. The work is landing on that work. Hand again. You are really understanding the power of the yin, the power of feminine power of the resting, like this empress, and the simply love, like a security. How much security there is in the peace. It's a peaceful night, peaceful, gazing to the full moon, just living in this kind of present moment of like a cycles, treasuring your loved ones. It is keeping things sacred close to your heart, and then possibly speaking about it or finding voice to it. Because there is this art showing here, creative expression showing here. And of course me, you're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Like maybe you have even the skill to use the oracle cards for this. But yes, I think I end this reading here. I don't know if I have to verify anything. Feel kind of like, oh, I forgot to give you the love message. Okay, still current feelings of a person. Okay. Pile number 3 is current feelings of a person. Almost forgot. So what is it? And other one. And okay. Here, therapist Brené Brown says, you are imperfect, you are wired for struggle, but you are also worthy of love and belonging. You deserve healthy and happy space. Exactly this Empress could say here. You deserve healthy and happy space. Root chakra, I forgive and release the past and live in the here and now. Again, similar card came in the pile number 2. Pioneered with this. There is really this message coming through. I live here and now, and I forgive and release the past. Oh, baby. 3 doors of wisdom. Can I read this well? The miles just keep rolling as the people leave your way to the hell. Way to say hell. I heard this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better as we go. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not always able to read my own handwriting, but something about this. Then I thought Kit could not be damaged, but what is this laser hitting in the front scanner part? Hot lava, drones, propaganda, psychic storm alert. The person feels like there is some kind of almost like a psychic overwhelming, like you think too much about something. Like this like computing machine in the car, and it's like the car is like getting jammed. There is something about like doesn't work anymore. It's like a cool off. you have to chill a little bit, not overthink things. Then loving yourself is complete when you choose vulnerability over safety. Loving yourself begins with celebrating yourself. Again, this kind of Empress could say this sentence. Yeah. It's courageous to be vulnerable also. Maybe somebody has to sometimes say this kind of bad inner belief, like nobody really cares about me, and then others can say like, no, this is not true. You think badly. It's not true. There are many people who care about you. But we might indeed get in this kind of mind traps. We start to tell the bad stories to ourselves. We are worst enemy to ourselves. So I think I end this reading here. I feel like I really wanted to give you something more because this was like a lonely energy really with this. Nobody really cares about me. How could I show you that? What is the truth? Maybe I use my own deck. There can be a nice message coming. This is my Shadow Sister deck. Let's verify this dream. Inside the void is dreams to be transformed. What is this? Oh wow, wish fulfillment. If we were cats, I would spend all 9 lives with you. Wow. Let's end this reading here. Like, really, there is such a big dreaming about being with your soulmate, being with a person that really is for you. And even if you would have like a 9 lives, that would be with your family, with the people close to your heart. Like, there is those people, there are those. You just have to, if you feel like nobody really cares about me, there are somebody who can really be gazing the solar eclipse, lunar eclipse in Pisces with you, like this. I'm seeing the full moon just in front of me now. It's not the eclipse now because now it's Saturday, but it's totally bright and totally in front of me. Wow. So this, stick to this kind of simply love dream. Like, there is true love. You're gonna keep this kind of open heart. You're gonna show it first, maybe. But maybe it is really about treasuring your loved ones. Whoever is your loved ones, it's important to love others deeply. Yeah, that is also the message. It's important. You can love deeply. Yes. Okay, let's end this reading here. Thank you for seeing. If you are new here, subscribe if you already didn't. Like or comment anything with this reading. It helps. And I see you next Sunday. Okay, happy full moon and lunar eclipse in Pisces. Bye.